Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we are going to look at the 4 latest Arsenal news. The first Arsenal news is that Football Transfers has confirmed an Arsenal update, as they confirm special £35 million defender could now be sold after speaking with Arsenal, as Arsenal look to complete the signing of World Cup Netherlands international and Bayer Leverkusen defender Jeremie Frimpong. Arsenal could yet see the door swing open when it comes to sign a new defender, with Bayer Leverkusen struggling to keep players. The German side have lost Moussa Diaby this summer and are facing a tough task to keep the likes of Florian Wirtz and Edmund Tapsoba as well, and it doesn't look like it's stopping there either. According to Football Transfers, the future of flying fullback Jeremie Frimpong is also under threat. Along with Jonathan Tah, another name linked with a move to England, Frimpong could be sold. Of course, this could be good news for Arsenal. The Gunners have reportedly spoken to the agents of Frimpong in the last month and see him as a player who can help them this season. It's claimed Leverkusen would want around £35 million if they were to cash in on Frimpong. Regarded as a special talent over in Germany, Frimpong could well be seen as a more attacking fullback option for Mikel Arteta. The Gunners boss has signed Jurrien Timber and has Ben White and Takahiro Tomiyasu as well. But there has been continued talk of another fullback or wingback joining. Frimpong, then, could be the man. Arsenal have built themselves quite the squad for the new season, but the signing of a player like Frimpong could give them even more. Playing in the Champions League and Premier League at the same time brings different challenges. Arsenal and Arteta need to be ready to meet those challenges with as much depth as possible. Frimpong has looked excellent over in Germany and his attacking play is top-notch. In terms of sensible signings for the Gunners, this is definitely one they should consider. Arsenal have spent £200 million this summer, but that is expected to be higher come the end of the window. The second Arsenal news is that The Independent has confirmed an Arsenal update, as they confirm Arsenal eyeing perfect £35 million player. He'd be amazing alongside Rice, as Arsenal look to complete the signing of France international and OGC Nice midfielder Khephren Thuram. The latest news is reporting that Arsenal are interested in a top 22-year-old midfielder and he would be amazing alongside new signing Declan Rice. Reports from The Independent are suggesting that Arsenal are keeping tabs on French midfielder Khephren Thuram this summer. He is on a list of players the Gunners are monitoring as they continue their huge summer transfer window. The report also shares that Premier League rivals Liverpool, Chelsea and Manchester United are all interested as well. Arsenal finally managed to sign their top target Declan Rice this summer, and Thuram alongside Rice in a new-look midfield would massively improve the team. The perfect defensive midfielder, who already plays to a very high level, has bags of potential. He would fit in well with the exciting prospects already at the club. We know Rice can defend well, but he is also very good in attack and is a great box-to-box midfielder. The England international will no doubt thrive at Arsenal. He would no doubt be even better with Thuram alongside him. The 22-year-old would sit back and be the more defensive out of the two. This would massively help Arsenal in both defence and attack. They could have an extra option helping them in attack and also not be fearful of being exploited by counter-attacks due to Thuram's defensive awareness. Thuram would also add great squad depth to the club. They will be hoping to compete well in the Champions League, and if they signed Thuram it would massively boost their Premier League title hopes. The Arsenal squad is already looking exciting next season, and it would be even more exciting to see Thuram play alongside Rice. The third Arsenal news is that Tatamakatub has confirmed an Arsenal update, as they confirm Arsenal could beat Tottenham to one of the most underrated CBS in Europe, as Arsenal look to complete the signing of Croatia international and Dinamo Zagreb defender Josip Sutalo. Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur are reportedly both eyeing Croatia international defender Josip Sutalo this summer. The Gunners have already made one defensive signing in Jurrien Timber, while Spurs are making progress. Elsewhere, recent reports have suggested that Arsenal have a more concrete interest in Sutalo than Tottenham. However, back in June, Football.London's Alastair Gold acknowledged speculation linking the 23-year-old with Spurs. Meanwhile, Arsenal have reportedly put themselves in position to launch a potential bid for Sutalo. Tatamakatub reported that the Gunners have passed the threshold of €20 million, £17.2 million. That sum is apparently where Dinamo Zagreb would be willing to begin talks. That said, it doesn't look like Arsenal have actually made a formal bid for Sutalo just yet. The report says the offers the Croatian club has received so far are too low. With that in mind, Arsenal may just be positioning themselves to launch a bid further down the line. However, the suggestion is that the sum the Gunners are willing to spend should be enough for Dinamo to come to the table. At present, Tottenham are being linked with a host of defenders, such as Mickey van der Ven and Edmund Tapsoba. However, Sutalo is also a good shout. He's young, talented, has a high ceiling, is already a senior international, and seems relatively inexpensive. Football.London described him as a Josko Gvardiol-like defender. Meanwhile, Football Talent Scout has deemed Sutalo one of the most underrated CBS in Europe. The way things are going, it wouldn't be surprising if Arsenal end up beating Tottenham to the signing of Sutalo. Let's see what happens in the coming weeks. Obviously, if Spurs land a host of other defenders, they won't have need for Sutalo. The other question is outgoings. Both Arsenal and Tottenham could do with shifting several players. If, when they do so, then they can look at more incomings. The final Arsenal news is that Christian Falk has confirmed an Arsenal update. As they confirm agreed a contract, Arsenal agree terms with incredible player to sign for free in 2024. As Arsenal look to complete the signing of World Cup Spain international and Brentford goalkeeper David Raya, Arsenal are continuing to push on in this transfer window, and it looks like Brentford goalkeeper David Raya is next in line. Raya is set to leave Brentford after failing to come to terms on a new deal. Thomas Frank is open to the Spaniard going, but the Bees are wanting their asking price to be met. However, Raya can leave for nothing next summer. And according to journalist Christian Falk, Raya has agreed a contract with Arsenal that means not only can he sign now if that fee is agreed, but also for nothing next summer. Writing in his Court Offside column, Falk has said that Raya has agreed a contract with Arsenal that is valid for now and next year. It has already been reported in England that Arsenal have agreed a contract with the goalkeeper, but there is still no agreement between the two clubs. That agreement is also valid for 2024 when the Spain international will become a free agent, but a decision for this summer is yet to be made. Falk said, at this stage, Brentford's asking price is too high. However, with only 1 year left on his contract with the West London club, the Spaniard can choose his new club in the summer of 2024. This one seems to be ticking along now, and you have to see, it feels like David Raya is going to end up an Arsenal player. It's certainly interesting to hear his contract is valid for both now and next year. The Gunners have clearly got to the player and offered him terms he is more than happy with. If the incredible Raya does move, then it seems the pressure is on Aaron Ramsdale. And few would have been saying that just a few months back. Do you know the Arsenal news on Mohamed Kudus? You will enjoy this video on your screen too.